Postseason preparations. A peek at the players getting themselves warmed up. A lot is on the line. The tip-off just moments away. Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a Game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Look at Boston. Well, they and their fans expecting this series to end right here tonight on their home floor.
And it's what a lot of the experts were predicting before round one began. I don't think it'll be easy. These guys will not go down without a fight. Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
And here's George for three. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Hauser misses. After Paul George getting his three to go. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I brought up Tyrese Maxey, and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game, and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And here is Brown. Back to Maxey. From Teague, George. The rebound by Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. White looking around. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Down low. And the basket by Tatum.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The 76ers leading by 4. They set the pick. Here's Bona. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
He hits the second from the line. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lowry against Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. 4 on the clock. to Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 5 minutes.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Good on the bucket.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top, up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Pritchard against Martin. Vucevic is screen on Martin. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Outside Tatum. Ah, here comes Tatum. It's over Oubre. Tatum's shot is off.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Pass to Watford. Drummond with a screen on Vucevic. And Drummond with the jam.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively to show what his ceiling is. A much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely. Unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in. And Georgia subbed in for Trendon Watford. Here's Grimes, light covering. Tatum against George. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. White goes in. The 3 from Tatum. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got 10 points. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Here's George. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Over Tatum. George, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jason Tatum. Philadelphia also making some changes. Bonus checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White. That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And here's Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They now take the lead. White's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
They found some room there along the baseline. Space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Back to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brown kicks to White. Back to Brown. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's it. Wow, what a play.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Tie game in Boston. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 76ers, 20. Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your Pocket Arena Entertainment.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. So far in this series, they've shown they can get the better of this team, but all tied up at the half. Are they getting, I don't know, a little too overconfident?
If they are, that's a mistake. Never underestimate your opponent, especially in the midst of a playoff series.
I agree. You've got to have that killer instinct at all times. Maybe this is a wake-up call for them to get them back on track.
Close games like this certainly help keep us awake, right, Shaq?
There he is again. He has like,
What
what's it
happened?
called when you got the sleeping disorder?
Rip Van Shackle.
There it is.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does his team want from him? He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Philadelphia is shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Hauser finds Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. Inside, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 10 points in the game.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. From down deep. Maxey. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 4. It's White on the wing. And stolen by Maxey. Out left to the wing. To the middle. George, no good. Boston shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And Keita gets it to go. And now a 6-point Celtic lead. And here are the 76ers now. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last 2 seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Hauser misses. The 76ers trail by 6. Nice to the hoop. Pass to Barlow. Maxey looking it over. Clock at 4. They need this. A shot, no good. White with the defensive effort. Lets the free fly. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. It's George on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Right side George. That one misses. Boston leading by 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Tatum against George. Outside Tatum. And it's Hauser in the corner. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Tatum looking around. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Tatum using his size inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's Maxey, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy's just too much speed.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Celtic fans, please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He actually challenged his players. He said, quote, "We are in this one. We can see the finish line. How will we react?" I'm curious to see who steps up and takes it to the next level. Big challenge from Coach.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Brown. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Maxey rips down the rebound. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Driving the lane, and he banks the layup in.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Wow, here's Brown. Tatum outside. And the three misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's White. Tatum outside. Lets loose a three. Knocks down the three.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Maxey. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside George. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. Rebounded by Tatum.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
It's the 13-footer, and he hits the jumper.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Celtics.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Here's Maxey. Tosses it up. And the excellent defensive pressure does the job. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Up top, Brown. Fires the three. Cleared away by George.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
So it's Boston now. They lead by 7. Outside Tatum. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. Derek White. And he hits from 17. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A 2 days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Taking a look at Boston, it has to be hard for them to stay present, not to look ahead. But closeout games are often very competitive.
Yeah, and you know the coaching staff has been drilling that into their brains. Don't squander this opportunity.
Now here's George for 3. Maxey. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That one on White. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Brown with a screen. Here's White. Yes, on the jumper. White's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Derek White, when he knocks down shots, you can feel the confidence rise.
White against Maxey. The three. George knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to White. Back to Brown. Ball stolen. White against George. Count it. George has got 5.
Boy, a little bit of separation inside and taking advantage is Paul George.
And it's the Celtics ball. 6-point game. Tatum screen on Maxey. White looking it over. Here's Keita. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Maxey on the wing. Clock at 6. The three is up. Rebound Boston. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, BA. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. You just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. BA?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024 doors.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship.
Now here's Tatum. From the arc. Paul George pulls down the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Good on the shot. And it's 6 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Brown looking around. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Here's Bona. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Bona's gotten his second bucket. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia on top, up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Tatum, good.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Vucevic against Drummond. Pass to Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Doris at just 26 years old. Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
B.A., after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career.
And that one falls for Tatum. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Barlow's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for Watford. And it's Maxey in for Lowry. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Boston with some changes. Hauser, he's checked in for Walsh. Jaylen Brown comes in for Shireman, and it's White in for Pritchard. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Bonus checked in for Oubre. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Outside Tatum. There's a screen from deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. To the middle. Pass to Barlow. George sets a screen. Now Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 4. Inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
And that one misses.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. White, the pass to Brown. From downtown, can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys?
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Maxey. He's got 6. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Bonner. George outside. The 3. Unable to get that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, leading by just 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, guys, a chance for them to close out the series. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's Barlow. Pass to Maxey. 3-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Outside White. Back to Tatum. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Maxey against White. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Late clock, the Sixers need to pull one up here. George with the bucket.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. In the high post. 90 seconds into the second half now. Tatum from long range. Here's Tatum. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Barlow. Pass to Maxey. Into the second half of play now, and that one good. Maxey's got 10.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Outside, Brown. And here's Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing. And Boston again with a bucket.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Hauser. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Back to George. And there's a pick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Buries it from 3.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
The 76ers have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Barlow. Shoots. George, no good. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Good. 16 points for Jason Tatum.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to George. Down low. Here's Barlow. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Tatum. 2 on the clock. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Takes the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Shot's no good. 7 for 13 now in this game. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 3.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
On the wing, Tatum. Pulls it down.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick elevation? Doesn't miss miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Tatum checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Walsh. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Shireman. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Bonus checked in for Drummond. Barlow comes in for Watford. Paul George, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Maxey. Oh, the sweet floater.
Yeah, just another shot in Maxey's arsenal. He becomes harder and harder to defend.
A minute 53 left in the final quarter. Tatum fires. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. With a teardrop and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Tatum nails both of them.
And when the pressure mounts, he is absolutely someone they can rely on.
Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Up top, Tatum. Here's White. Tatum up top. 6 to shoot. Here's the pick. Brown! Misses the three! The 76ers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Here's Bonner, pounded by Tatum.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Deflected! And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Just step to the line with confidence, and this young man delivers. Nicely done.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White against Maxey. On the wing, Tatum. From 13. White outside. Puts up the tray. On the wing, Tatum. Now White. Jaylen Brown. The three is off. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now here's Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. The three from George. And Boston with the rebound. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
Now Tatum. Paul George missing from long range. It's up a three. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Brown. 76ers moving the ball around. George up top. Hauser defending to the left wing. Here's Edgecombe. The 76ers with another miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Tatum. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle. Puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
Maxey against White. Now Edgecombe. Pass to Barlow. Here's George. The step back jumper is good.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On to White. Here's the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
And so, the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams will make substitutions. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shireman. Lock at 6. Vucevic a screen on Maxey. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. A floater. Rebound by the Celtics. Over in the corner, White. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in games. From deep, Maxey. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Pritchard. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Nice shot from 10 feet out. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Grimes. Here's Drummond. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. A 3. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 3. In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Hallie, we appreciate the report. The Celtics on offense. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Walsh. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Walsh has got the lead up to 4 now for Boston. And it's the 76ers with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Musician Jack Harlow in the building showing his love for his Celtics.
Well, his support seems to be serving them well, right? The way the Celtics have been playing, I'm sure Jack Harlow is having a nice night thus far.
Boston on D. 4-point game. Pass to Bona. Grimes with it. Picked up by Brown. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him. And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Jason Tatum. And the 76ers also making a change. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Pass to Tatum. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Maxey against Pritchard. And that one's good, Maxey.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Brown, good.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
George with the screen on Pritchard. Maxey against Pritchard. Pass to Barlow. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maxey. Again, Philadelphia. And here's Brown outside. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, a chance for them to close out the series.
Yep, that's right, Ernie. But these games are tough. I mean, those other guys, they're fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah, so you got to get on them early. Come out strong and dominate like I always did. Don't give them the slightest hope.
Well, I, for one, am hoping for a good game. Don't take the hope away from me, Shaq. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys, back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Tatum. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's a three-point Celtic lead.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Here's Brown. 76ers getting the bucket. Shoots over Edgecombe. That's short off the rim. Now, here's George. He has 6. Maxey passes to George. To the paint. Outside, Maxey locks up the alley-oop pass. And it's Bona missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
George in the post. Hauser defending. So there's no way around it, RJ. Last season was a disappointing one for Paul George.
Yes, it was marked by injuries and underperformance. His numbers took a big dip. The move from LA to Philly was not as easy for PG.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He's checked in for Boston. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Second free throw, no good. Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
And here are the 76ers now. After Jaylen Brown's miss. 1:11 left to play in the third. Inside, Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Outside, George. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow, guarded by Tatum. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. A three-pointer, no good. 76ers trailing. Pass to Barlow. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Now here's Tatum. Vucevic setting the pick for Tatum. Launches it. Tatum from 3.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. From in the screen. And Grimes has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Grimes has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Shireman. They trail by 1. Take that! Hey, Tatum from the parking lot!
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The 76ers will go for a different look here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Outside George. Edgecombe with it. Here's Bona. George fires. Missed on the 3. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Strong move off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
White against Maxey. Showing off the post moves right there.
Whittling that ball in. Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
Personal foul. First team foul. The line for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Maxey.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Edgecombe with the steal. Stolen by Tatum. Brown. Great D. That forced that miss. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 3.
Maxey daring the D to try and stop him on his way to the bucket.
That's the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Maxey hits them both. Here's Tatum. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
See on the wing, light covering, and it's sent back by White. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him. Can't get it to go.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And it misses. Now the 76ers with it. It's a three-point game to tie it up. A three-pointer. Good.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line, shooting one.
on the free throw. No good. And he stays with it. 5 on the clock. Wide outside. The 3 is off. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
And here's Maxey for the tie. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
So Boston will get the first possession. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. And it's Shays in at the 4-man position. Bird passes to Kuzi. Pass to Bird. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Iverson. Here's Greer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3 on 3. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Shays. To the paint. Here's Bird. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Off with the layup. And the 76ers with possession. It's a 5-point game. Greer, pass to Iverson.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And the 76ers making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. So it's Boston now. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Bird. Over Cunningham. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Bird's got 5 now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Malone. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Kuzi. The rebound by Malone.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Shays. Pass to Malone. Takes one from 10 feet. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Kuzi. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Cowens. Plenty of space. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Maxey. Clock at 6. The rebound by Sharman.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
McHale, the pass to Kuzi. Here's Cowens. That one is off.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
We've got Jason Tatum, and it's White in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. They set the pick. Here's Tatum, and it's blocked. They retain possession. Garnett, that's good. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. Here's Embiid. On the wing, Irving. White against Maxey. Embiid, high post. Embiid, too easy.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Shots good by McHale.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. Yep, that one goes. Irving's gotten his first basket of the night. Celtics lead by 3. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Here's Iverson. No made baskets yet. Up top, Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Iverson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Releases. It's hauled in by Garnett. A minute 50 left in the second. Havlicek passes to Garnett. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. Pulls up. Iverson can't hit.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Here's Pierce. He's guarded by Irving. Pierce can't get to it. 76ers trail by 7. Here's Greer. Pass to Iverson from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Iverson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Garnett. Here's Havlicek. With his first shot attempt. He's off on that one. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Greer, pass to Iverson. He shoots it. Cans it from the wing. Iverson's got 5 points. And so it's Boston with it. Fires from way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. And it's Irving in at the three.
Celtics foul. Dave Collins. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. For the tie. And that one comes up a bit short. The Celtics with the lead. Bird passes to Kuzi. Here's Havlicek. Inside. Here's Bird. And that one drops. Bird's gotten his third basket of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Irving. Pass to Greer. To the inside. Iverson. Up and in on the layup. Iverson's got 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Cowens. Here's Havlicek. Pass to Bird. Launches a three. Can't hit that one.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Now Irving. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And rejected. Havlicek passes to Bird. Here's Kuzi. Here's Bird. He's got 7. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. He's got 9.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Here's Greer. Pass to Malone. Banked it in off the glass.
Easy shot for him. He'll take that every time up the floor.
Boston on offense. The lead is 2. Kuzi, the pass to Havlicek. They set the screen. Driving to the basket. Knocked! Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Greer. No points yet. Pass to Iverson. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Havlicek. The rebound by Malone. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Greer, the pass to Shays. Down low. Here's Malone. It's deflected. Here's Pierce. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Pierce has got his first points of the game. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Iverson. He's got 7. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 4 on the clock. From the wing, the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And it's Garnett in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Sharman. Launches it from deep. Jones grabs the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Count the basket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Celtics on offense. Pass to Pierce. Lets it go from deep. Jones with some nice D.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Here's Iverson. To take the lead. Oh, no good. So it's Boston now. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Quick 2, all net.
Taking it straight to the rim, going for the high percentage shot when it matters the most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
The 76ers call timeout. Teams deciding to change it up. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Shays. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Bird. Off on the layup. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. It's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Kuzi. Here's Havlicek. 5 to shoot. With the floater. Shot's no good. Right side, Irving. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Iverson. Active on the glass there. Second chance points.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Timeout called, Celtics. There's 49 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Shays. Oh, it doesn't go. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
20 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Now Philadelphia with it. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called, Celtics. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Here's Havlicek. Fires the three. Oh, missed on the tray. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Belong for the 76ers. And Iverson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Malone. Irving is out there with Allen Iverson. And it's Greer in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Bird. 3-pointer. Headshot off. Pass to Irving. The shot goes in. First shot. First basket.
Those huge hands combined with that elite athleticism, Irving does the most damage inside the painted area because of it.
Here's Bird. He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Here's Greer, covered by Havlicek. Greer passes to Iverson. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Havlicek. A wide open look for Bird. Buries the corner three. Bird's got 5 points so far.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 7.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Now here's Malone. Over Collins. Nails the 16-footer.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Bird kicks to Havlicek. And he can't bank that one in. Nice move. Tries it from 19. No good from Irving.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Here's Kuzma. Pass to Collins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Philadelphia making a change here.
And how about that skill set that Collins possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
Now here's Maxey. Cunningham finds Maxey. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Kuzma. That one falls. Coming off McHale's feet.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Outside, Maxey. Second shot opportunity. And Boston with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Allen Iverson on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Down low, here's Sharman. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Shades, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Tatum. Garnett, the screen. For the three. And Jason Tatum with the three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Irving is out there with Maxey, and it's Cunningham, and there's Embiid, and it's Chamberlain in at the power forward. Tatum's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 4. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Havlicek. Covered by Irving. Havlicek, the pass to Garnett. The kick out to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Maxey. The kick out to Cunningham. Embiid sets the pick for Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Irving. Fires from way outside. The rebound by the Celtics.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Now here's Tatum. And it's Garnett at the elbow. Oh, Garnett, aggressive.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Hey, Boston, let's get going on for Celtics Entertainment.
The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Greer. Irving kicks to Chamberlain. Iverson right side. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the stripe.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Free throw good, Iverson.
You know, one of the things you just love about Iverson is the heart he plays with. Every minute he's out there, there's no denying that he's giving it his all.
Boston making a switch here. Bird's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Malone's checked in. And both free throws good for Iverson.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kuzi passes to Havlicek. Malone comes with the double team. Now Pierce from the arc. Rebound, Julius Irving. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Bird. The 3 from Iverson. Iverson buries it from deep.
And Iverson can knock down the triple from time to time. I like seeing that part of his game expand.
Kuzi passes to Bird. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. 76ers trailing. Here's Iverson. Garnett with the block.
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
Bird finishing in close. 52 seconds left now here in the second. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Few can make the alley-oop look this easy. Chamberlain barely has to get off the floor at all to punch it down.
Here's Kuzi. Garnett with a screen on Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
.27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Iverson from past the arc. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Here's Kuzi. He's covered by Malone. Pierce with the screen on Malone. Here's Kuzi. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Boston on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The 76ers trail by 3. They've got Havlicek. Bird out there with Pierce. And it's Kuzi in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Irving. Excellent D there from Pierce.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Here's Kuzi. Shoots the 3. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Malone. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint, here's Bird. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10" than 6'8". And that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled.
At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And he makes both free throws.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Iverson. 7 points in the game. He doesn't hit that one. To the middle. Doubled by Iverson. Pierce kicks to Bird. to the inside. And Collins gets it to go. Collins has got 5 now.
And Bird gets a lot of love for his scoring ability, but he's also an outstanding passer for his position.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Malone passes to Greer. Here's Shades. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Celtics. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Bird outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bird's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Guys, back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Here's Irving after the made shot from John Havlicek. To halt the run. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Irving.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
McHale's checked in for Paul Pierce. Cunningham, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Bird. Here's Bird with the 3.
Boy, the jump shot of Bird is so pure. He's got his mechanics down, textbook style.
Now Malone. Iverson outside. Clock at 6. Over Kuzma. Iverson, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The 76ers trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Iverson outside.
Boston foul. Ball moving. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Greer. To the middle. 3 seconds left. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 14. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter, everyone.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Iverson, Joel Embiid out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Greer in at the 2 guard. Now here's Pierce. Takes it off the glass. Pierce has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics.
A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Iverson passes to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by McHale. Here's Sharman. Garnett the pass to Pierce. Here's McHale. Iverson covering. Shoots from 14. Count it. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
The Celtics call time. Minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now Bird. Shot clock at 6.
Bird would not be denied there. Great intensity to play through the foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Larry Bird. At the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bird. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Greer. Iverson outside. Stolen by Bird. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. There's a good screen. Havlicek outside. From deep, just 4 to shoot. Here's Pierce. That's good on the assist from Havlicek. Havlicek's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Greer. Pass to Shea. Malone, a screen on Burke. Shea's the pass to Malone. That one is good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Moses alone. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Now here's White. Tatum. The teardrop falls in. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
Malone finds Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
76ers, Tyrese Maxey taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Made with only 4 ingredients?
Plus a dash of magic.
First free throw is good.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
And the 76ers making a change here. Chamberlain's checked in. That one is no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that misback. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
White drops in the layup for 2.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Maxey. Cunningham on the wing. With his first shot attempt, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jones against Tatum. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. McHale setting the pick for Tatum. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Kevin McHale at the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for McHale. Now the 76ers with it. Cheeks outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps. And the